Hi, Senator Johnson. I had a question about the DOGE investigation into the USAID, and I was wondering if they're going to continue investigating to track all these NGOs that you guys considered fake businesses, and see if there's any kickbacks to any of the political parties or political voted people in, and take action against it.
So I would say I certainly hope there will be. I remember being at an event very early on in the administration where Pam Bondi said that Elon Musk is keeping her very busy, and I don't doubt that for a second. Part of the problem we have right now in the Department of Justice is, there are an awful lot of leftist attorneys in the department, and they just quit. So there's no way they're going to support President Trump and his agenda. There are other leftists that didn't quit that Trump had to, relieve of duty. Then you throw on top of that the effectiveness of lawfare. And I'll just use the example of Judge Trupus, a person of real integrity, highly respected lawyer and judge in Wisconsin. He represented President Trump for 30 or 60 days after the election. Again, lawyers, they represent axe murderers. And that's a respected thing to do, right? But Judge Trupus, because he represented President Trump, AG Josh Kaul is now criminalizing what his department approved or said was okay to the Wisconsin Election Commission in terms of the ultimate slate of electors. So now they're criminalizing that. Judge Trupus has spent, I think, probably over $1 million. They are trying to destroy him through lawfare. It doesn't take many examples like that. A brutal repressive regime. It probably doesn't take too many hangings, and everybody else kind of decides not to revolt, right? So that's the problem now. So we've got a huge hole in the Department of Justice, hundreds of attorneys, and they can't fill that hole because, young lawyers or somebody who wants to represent President Trump in the Department of Justice, they'd rather not have their lives destroyed. They got to pay back their student loans. They got to provide for their families. So again, the viciousness of the left, this lawfare is unbelievably effective at sabotaging the Trump administration and sabotaging efforts to get to the bottom of these things because you just don't have the investigators. So again, it's a nasty reality, Kerry, but that's how the left plays. For the left, politics is a blood sport, and they are out to win because they want power. Conservatives, we just want government off our back. It's a real political mismatch in terms of how effective one side is the other when all you want is government off your back and the other side just wants to grow government, grow its power, and are willing to do just about anything to do that. So that's kind of the current political situation. But Kerry, thanks for staying online. Appreciate your question. Let's go to Stephen in Brookfield. Stephen, thanks for